Team No Bull. I just left the gym. A lot of open gymmers came in. I had a phenomenal discussion with one of my clients who happens to be extremely intelligent and a nurse and knows anatomy very well. I had a phenomenal mentor, shout out to Barry Fritz, who taught me anatomy. I took a liking to it in school. I liked the idea of muscles, how they moved, bones, joint actions, origins, insertions, blah, blah, blah. I told you I'm a closet nerd. Anyway, so my client said, hey, I want to do pulling today. Another open gymmer said, hey, I'd like to do some pressing. So pushing and pulling, if you think old school Arnold Schwarzenegger type workouts, spot training workouts. One client wanted to do pushing. So in my book, pushing is bench press, shoulder press, tricep press, all pressing. So we set that client up. Another client said, you know what? I did that yesterday, something similar. Today I want to pull. So I said, okay, we'll work on your biceps, your lats, your upper back, your mid back, your traps. That's pulling. And then we got in a discussion of someone had an injury. We just started talking about muscles and joints and origins, insertions, joint actions, and we started talking about bicep curls. And here's a mind blower, and I'll try to simplify this how my mentor simplified it to me, because I think once you understand this, if you're an avid gym goer, it makes your training better. So here's how it goes. This is mind blowing. Muscles don't push, they only pull. So ready? What the hell does that mean? Imagine a bicep curl. This is an easy visual. Imagine a bicep curl, right? My ulna and radius, my lower arm bones, my humerus, hence why we call it the funny bone. It's really called your olecranon process, blah, blah, blah. All horseshit stuff I know for no reason. When I want to shorten or flex my bicep, I'm shortening the distance from my arm bones. I'm shortening that distance. I'm closing the gap. How do I do that? My bicep, which has an origin and an insertion point with tendons and ligaments, and then the muscle, the bicep head has two heads, bi, just like your tricep has three heads, tri. Very simple stuff here. Stay with me. So how do I flex? When my central nervous system tells my bicep to flex, how does that happen? You have protein filaments that make up your muscles called actin and myosin filaments. They pull together and shorten. Think of a ratchet effect, and they overlap. So when I flex my bicep, squeeze your bicep, my muscles have pulled and shortened together. When I open my arm, I eccentrically lengthen those actin and myosin protein filaments, and they begin to open. But muscles react, and they all pull on each other. So that's an easy visual with your biceps. So now you're thinking, well, when you bench press, you're pushing. You are pressing. In the plane of actions, you're pressing. So that's the sagittal plane, which is flexion extension in a bicep curl. Now look at bench press. That's the bicep is a pull. Now the bench press is a press or a push. They're synonymous, press and push. Different coaches call it different things, who cares? So now imagine a bench press. You're on your back, you have a barbell, you're pressing. So you think, oh, the muscle's pushing. Au contraire. The pec major is doing exactly what the bicep did to shorten those joints and close that distance. Now, think about my elbow. I'm horizontally adducting. Pretend hugging someone or doing a fly. That's called horizontal AD, adduction, not horizontal abduction. So I'm horizontally adducting. My pec major, pectoralis major, is doing exactly what the bicep did. It is shortening its actin and myosin filaments. They are pulling on each other. Your muscles do not push, they only pull. Peace.